Hi, my name is Sarah Shinta. I am a senior Pink Cadillac sales director. I'm excited to be jumping on here and sharing a little bit about me, a little bit about my story, and also a little bit about growing your team. I am so excited to share some tips with you. A little bit about me. I have been building my Mary Kay business now for almost 11 years, which is so crazy because I know a lot of people say this, but if you would have asked me, 11 years ago, if my life would be here right now, I would have definitely probably laughed in your face. I don't even think I liked the color pink, which was really funny. And there is a story about that. But, as women, I feel like we are so much alike. And when I first started Mary Kay, I was just like a lot of you. I was working a full time job, actually worked in healthcare as an administrator. I was going to college, working on my master's degree, and I was getting married. So I felt like the busiest person on the planet. And I'm sure some of you feel like that right now, right? So I know we all have so much going on, but a little bit of a backstory on me. Growing up, it was chaotic. I know we all go through things in life, but I struggled a lot with depression and anxiety and very low self-esteem. And looking at me from the outside, you would have never guessed that I was going through that because I kept a pretty good, image. I felt like I wanted other people to think that I had it all together. And I was hard on myself a lot. And at one point, I had goals, I had dreams, I had things that I wanted to do with my life, but I just kept getting shot down, and told that I was never going to achieve those things or never going to amount to anything. And it got to a point where I just stopped believing in myself. I stopped believing that my dreams were possible. So I kind of settled. And I don't know if any of you ladies have ever felt like that before, but I felt like if I went to school and I got this degree and a great job, that suddenly I was going to feel important and validated, like I mattered, like I was worth something. But even after getting the degree and the great job with the title, I didn't feel any better. I just kept going through the motions of life, never quite feeling right about myself, almost like something was missing, like that feeling of being unfulfilled. And maybe some of you have felt like that before, or maybe struggling with feeling good enough or worthy. That was me until Mary Kay came into my life. Now, long story short, I went to try the products one day. Yes, I went to a Mary Kay party after a friend of mine asked me about 7 times, and I kept thinking of reasons to say no, but I am so, so glad that I finally did. And she was persistent with me in asking. So, anyway, I'd actually never even heard of Mary Kay before, but maybe that is your story too. But I met a woman who was so successful. She had a free car, she was making a six-figure income, and, just I think the biggest thing about her, though, that inspired me the most was not her car or her money, that she had earned the use of that Mary Kay car, but it was really just her joy and her happiness and everything that I could just feel it in the room, when you're around those happy people. But anyway, I wanted that in my life. I wanted happiness. I wanted to be around positive women, and everybody else was having fun too. So I signed up that night, not knowing what was going on. And I actually earned the use of my first Mary Kay car within 4 months. And I also became a sales director right around that same time. And that was while working my full time job, finishing school, getting married. All of those things happened during that time. And now, of course, my life has changed so much. I actually have three little girls now. I have an 8-year-old named Aria, a 3-year-old named Arabella, and then a 1-year-old named Alana. And of course, as a mama, we want to be there for our children. So I love that I get to do that with my Mary Kay business. So Now, the thing I wanted to share with you, just a couple of tips on growing your team. And I want to talk about turning your pain into your purpose. Now, I know that I shared with you that I struggled a lot with depression and anxiety and very low self esteem. And what I found for a long time is I did not want to let people in. I had this wall up. And something that I learned over the years was that in order to grow our team, we need to get into women's hearts. We need to get with them and talk with them on an emotional level. And for me, I do share about the struggles that I went through because I know there's a lot of women out there that are feeling that way. And sometimes we need to make ourselves uncomfortable and have those uncomfortable conversations. Um, Anyway, so having that I story is so powerful. Sharing your heartfelt, emotional I story, sharing your goal. So, right now, I have a goal to take my girls to Disney when we reach our Mary Kay goals this year. So, I share that at all of my parties. We also need to have, that burning fire inside of us. What our why, like I was sharing with you. Now, one of the things I want to share about is recruiting on the spot at your parties. So, and that heartfelt I story is such an important part of it. Asking women, have you ever felt like that? Or I don't know if anyone else has experienced that because it gets them thinking about what in their life they would love to change, or maybe some of that pain that they are going through in their life. So I share that. And at the end of my parties, I actually have a little ticket game. So I have these little tickets and I ask people to ask me questions about the Mary Kay business. So that's really how I share my marketing. And of course, I'm weaving it in through my party, stories about Mary Kay Ash, stories about myself, what it's done for me. You want to get these women connected to you on that emotional level. So by the time we are ending my party, I ask them on a scale of 1 to 10, what would be your interest level in Mary Kay? So they write it on their paper. So when I sit down with them, if they put, a 5 or above, then I want to ask them, are you thinking about getting started? What kind of questions do you have? What excites you about it? What is holding you back from signing up today? And then we go into overcoming whatever objections she might have. I also like to add a little gift if they are a decision maker and they sign up on the spot. I might give them a little gift, like maybe a little lotion or a charcoal mask or something exciting. Anyway, ladies, I hope this is helpful for you. Have a fabulous, blessed day. And I can't wait to hear your results. Now, I am going to give you a little bit of a challenge, ladies. I'm going to give you a challenge to reach out to 3 women that have been on your heart and share your heartfelt I story with them. Ask them the question, have you ever thought about getting started with Mary Kay? Ask them what would excite them. Or if they were to do it, why would they do it? And then ask them, is there any reason why we can't get you started today? All right. I can't wait to hear how it goes for you and have a blessed day.